Welcome back to These Scents. Today we're going to be talking about L'envol de Cartier. On today's video we have a fragrance by Cartier. Let's just appreciate the beauty of that bottle. It is absolutely spectacular. This fragrance is launched in 2016. This is the 100 ml bottle. So if you actually look at the fragrance for the smaller size of 1.8 or 2.6, I believe they do not come with this type of, transparent type of glass where you can kind of stick your hands in there. It's a solid glass. The reason why this one's like this is because it is a refill, so they do sell a refill for the 100 ml bottle. But like I said, this fragrance was launched in 2016, so it's a little old now. It's been around for a minute. They've come out with the Eau de Toilette and a couple other flankers from this fragrance itself. And typically you don't find Cartier at every single store, at least where I live in KC. There's only one store that carries Cartier fragrances. Nonetheless, this is an absolutely gorgeous fragrance, and I definitely think that everyone should check it out. So let's get into the notes. The notes are very simplistic on this fragrance. Let's get into the notes of this. So the notes of this are going to be gaiac wood, honey, and musk. I feel like there's a couple of other things in here. I feel like there's a little bit of an aldehyde smell in here. There could be a little bit of iris as well, because it has that dusty, powdery fragrance heart to it, but then it changes and it kind of has like a cinnamon kick to it. So it's sweet, but it's spice. And then it has that nice creamy honey in it as well. The musk in here does, contrast all of that to make it into a fragrance that has that spicy, that powdery, that clean, fresh burst, sharp fragrance. And then you also have the gaiac wood, which really does contrast everything as well, just like the musk does, the gaiac does it as well. It adds a little bit of depth into the fragrance itself. Overall, it's a very simplistic fragrance. It's very, straightforward. You get what you get. It does smell good. It is a men's fragrance, just so you are aware. So it is one of those that I definitely think, and I think this is true for most of the Cartier line. Although they are gendered for male and female, a lot of them do play a little bit into both games. So you can actually try some of the other ones, like Eau de Cartier. There's a whole line of them. There's a green one, there's a blue one, the pink one, the original one. All of those are, I believe, catered towards women, but they're so unisex that everyone can wear them. And I feel like this fragrance is one of those as well, because it does have those modern gentleman type qualities to it. It does have a clean, crisp side to it, but it also has that really nice, refined, elegant ambiance to it. There's DNA to the house of Cartier. If you have ever smelt any of them, for the most part, they tend to have that powdery touch to it, but it's not a Chanel powdery. Chanel can be a little too powdery, if you ask me. It can be a little bit more dated. This is a modern aspect, or modern approach to powderiness. It's one of those things that smells really good. It smells clean, fresh. It's typically one of those things where you can definitely appreciate it, and a lot of people will like it because it is a mass market fragrance. Overall, I definitely say that the longevity and performance on this are not going to be the best, but that's to be expected with the notes itself. Just so you do know, this is the Eau De Parfum concentration, but it does have pretty good performance. Not the worst, but it's not the best by any means. The price points for this are going to be 1.6 ounces for $85, and that's also translated to 50 mils. So, it's not too bad on price. It's a little bit affordable. It's not what it used to be whenever I first discovered this fragrance back in 2016. Cartier overall has always been a little bit of a premium line, so although it is considered a designer, it always has had that premium markup price because it is a well-known jewelry make. For a 2.7 size, and that's in ounces, or 80 mils, you would be paying $108, and that's US dollars. This guy, it would be $130, and this is for 100 mils, or 3.4 ounce fluid ounces. So yes, it's not too bad on price. It's kind of on par with other fragrances like Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel. So it's in that higher tiered price point. It's not going to be something like an Armani Code is, where you can find it 50% somewhere. but it is going to be one of those that is a little bit harder to find. Just so you do know, Cartier does manufacture their fragrances in-house, which is pretty cool. These days, they don't do that anymore. You know, you have one giant conglomerate that makes all of them. And that's not the case with Cartier, and I think that's what really makes this a fragrance special. And like I said, the bottle is really beautiful. It actually twists up here, and you can lock it for travel. So if you decide to take this with you somewhere and you don't want to, you know, have it spray all over or spill, it does have that magnetic or that twist up cap that essentially does protect it from spraying. The nice thing is a lot of the Cartier fragrances do have this kind of, you know, built-in cap, if you will, on them, and that's a really nice design element to them because they really take a lot of time in designing the bottles and really making something that's going to be timeless, yet modern and yet sophisticated. So it's a really nice contrast to the fragrance bottle, and overall this is what the fragrance really exudes. Would I recommend this fragrance? Definitely I would. It's one of those that I feel like most people will actually like and appreciate. I will say that there's going to be a couple of people out there that are going to be like, I don't know if I like it, because it does have that like cinnamon quality to it. So it has that like sweet and spice type of thing at the very top, but at the same time it has that powdery element that's mixed right with it. The Gaiac wood gives it that nice woody element, and then the musk tends to just clean it up and just mainstream it all at once. So yes, it's one of those that I definitely think it is mass market. It would be liked by many. I would definitely say that this is a very unique scent in the sense that you're not going to go into a department store and find 5 different fragrances that smell just like this one. So if you're looking for something unique to gift to someone, I would definitely say L'Envol de Cartier is really good. And this is the Eau De Parfum. I don't think the same of the Eau de Toilette, but you know, it's a different story. You know, it is a flanker. When flankers are made, they're no longer made, you know, to recreate the first fragrance. They're made to create their own category, essentially. But long story short, like I said, it is a really great fragrance. It is a beautiful bottle. It is a very modern fragrance for men, but it's also very nice and genderless in a sense where everyone can wear it. So definitely check out L'Envol de Cartier. Let me know what your thoughts on this fragrance are. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below, and subscribe for more fragrance related content. See you next time.